In this session, we'll be diving into the home buying process, from the initial search to closing on your dream home. For many people, buying a home is one of the most significant investments they'll ever make. It's a journey that can be both exciting and overwhelming, and there are many steps along the way. To help guide you through this, in today's session, you will learn the entire process of buying a home from start to finish. So whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned investor, you'll get valuable insights and practical advice to help you navigate the home buying process with confidence. Buying a home can be an exciting yet daunting experience, and I want to equip you with the knowledge and tools you need to feel confident in that process. So today, we'll be covering everything from finding the right real estate agent to searching for homes both online and in person. You'll learn how to make an offer and negotiate with sellers, plus we'll explore the importance of home inspections and appraisals. Finally, I'll walk you through the steps of closing on your new home. A good agent will help you navigate the complexities of buying a home, from finding properties that match your criteria to negotiating a fair deal with the seller. But how do you go about finding that great agent? First, start by asking friends, family, or colleagues for recommendations. They may have worked with a great agent in the past and can vouch for that agent's experience, expertise, and professionalism. You can also search online for agents in your area and read reviews from past clients. When looking for an agent, it's also important to find one who is familiar with the NACA program, if that's the route you're taking. Not all agents are familiar with NACA, so make sure to ask any potential agents if they have experience working with the program. Another important factor to consider is whether you feel comfortable with the agent. Buying a home is a big decision, so you want to work with someone who listens to your needs, communicates clearly, and makes you feel at ease. So once you've identified a few potential agents, schedule a meeting or call to get to know them better. Ask about their experience, their process for finding properties, and how they communicate with their clients. Ultimately, you want to find an agent who you trust to have your best interests in mind and someone who can help you find your dream home. Searching for a home can of course be both exciting and overwhelming, but with a bit of guidance and the help of a knowledgeable real estate agent, it can also be a lot of fun. When it comes to searching for homes, there are two main ways to go about it: online and in person. Online home searches can be a great way to get a sense of what's available in your area and to start honing in on what you're looking for in a home. However, it's important to keep in mind that not all online listings are created equal. Some may be outdated, inaccurate, or even fraudulent. That's why it's so important to work with a licensed real estate agent who has access to the MLS, or Multiple Listing Service. The MLS is a database of homes for sale and rent that agents use to keep track of the latest listings and market trends. So your agent should help you set up a custom search on the MLS that's tailored to your needs and preferences, so you can see the most up-to-date listings that fit your criteria. They can also help you sort through the listings, pointing out features and details that you might not have noticed on your own. But of course, online searches are just one piece of the puzzle. It's also important to get out there and see homes in person. Your agent can set up tours of homes that interest you, and can even help you discover homes that you might not have considered otherwise. When you're visiting homes in person, it's important to take your time and really get a sense of the space. Try to envision yourself living there. Do you like the flow of the rooms? Is the kitchen big enough for your needs? How's the natural light? And certainly don't be afraid to ask your agent questions. Take a lot of notes and take a lot of photos to help you remember each of the houses you look at. And remember, finding the perfect home can take time, but with the help of a knowledgeable real estate agent, it can also be an enjoyable experience. So take your time, keep an open mind, and trust the process.
Did you know the book Unlocking Doors for You is a must-read for investors who are looking to get a start in real estate? This comprehensive guide covers everything from financing to closing, providing practical tips for navigating the complex world of real estate. Plus, the book includes a special focus on no-money down payment programs, so you can get started with confidence. With JJ's expert insights and easy-to-follow guidance, you'll be well on your way to unlocking doors and building your real estate portfolio. So why wait? Buy your copy on Amazon to start your journey towards success in real estate right now.
Once you've found the perfect home and you're ready to make an offer, the first step is to consult with your real estate agent to determine the best price to offer. Your agent will run a comparative market analysis to see how the home stacks up against other similar properties in the area. And once you and your agent have determined a fair offer price, it's time to submit the offer to the seller. Your agent will help you craft a strong offer that includes any contingencies or requests, such as a home inspection and repairs. The seller will either accept your offer, reject it, or make a counteroffer. If they make a counteroffer, you and your agent will work together to determine the best course of action. You may need to negotiate further to reach a mutually acceptable price. It's important to keep in mind that negotiations can be a delicate process. It's also important to maintain a respectful and professional tone, even if you feel frustrated or discouraged. Your agent will be there to guide you and provide support throughout the entire process, so hopefully that helps alleviate any of your anxiety. One tip to keep in mind is to be willing to compromise. For example, if the seller is willing to make some repairs, but not all, consider what repairs are most important to you and be open to negotiation. Remember, the ultimate goal is to come to an agreement that works for both you and the seller. Another important factor to consider is your budget. You don't want to get so caught up in the excitement of the negotiation process that you overextend yourself financially. Work closely with your agent to determine the maximum amount you can afford and stick to it. In short, making an offer and negotiating with sellers can be an exciting but nerve-wracking process. But with the guidance of a knowledgeable real estate agent and a willingness to compromise, you can navigate this step of the home buying process with confidence. It's obvious how important it is to ensure the home you're considering is in good condition and that you're paying a fair price for it. Once you've made an offer on a home and it's been accepted, the next step is to have a home inspection. A home inspection is an examination of the home's major systems, including the foundation, roof, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC systems. The inspector will identify any issues that may need to be addressed, such as a leaky roof, outdated electrical wiring, or a malfunctioning furnace. It's important to attend the inspection if possible, so you can get a first-hand look at any of the issues and ask a lot of questions. The inspector will provide you with a report detailing their findings, which you can use to negotiate repairs or a lower price with the seller. Keep in mind that no home is perfect, and there may be some minor issues that you'll need to accept. In addition to a home inspection, you'll also need to have an appraisal done. An appraisal is an evaluation of the home's value conducted by a licensed appraiser. The appraiser will take into account the home's condition, location, and comparable home sales in the area to determine its value. The appraisal is important because it ensures that you're not overpaying for the home. If the appraisal comes in lower than the purchase price, you may need to negotiate with the seller to lower the price or come up with additional funds to cover the difference. At the very least, remember these 3 things. Be sure to hire a reputable inspector and appraiser. Your real estate agent should be able to recommend professionals who are experienced and licensed. Attend the home inspection if possible so you can ask questions and get a better understanding of any issues. And never be afraid to negotiate with the seller if the inspection or the appraisal reveals issues or a lower value than expected. Your agent will help guide you through that negotiation process. Home inspections and appraisals may not be the most glamorous part of the home buying process, but they are absolutely essential for making sure that you're getting a safe and sound investment. Just remember to do your due diligence when choosing an inspector and appraiser, and don't be afraid to ask questions or negotiate repairs and pricing with the seller.
Did you know that finding a home isn't just about buying a house? It's about finding a place where you can thrive and feel like you belong. That's why working with JJ Scheinwynn, a real estate agent who is passionate about housing equity, can make all the difference. He has years of experience helping people on their homeownership journeys, considering everyone's unique needs and lifestyles. So whether you're looking for a home in Southern California or anywhere in the country, he is there supporting you through his global network of eXp Realty agents. You can trust he will always go above and beyond to make sure you feel confident and comfortable throughout the home buying process. So if you're ready to find your dream home, call JJ Scheinwynn today.
So a good question came through in the chat, and that is, what happens if the appraisal comes in lower than the agreed upon price? So if the appraisal comes in lower than the agreed upon price, it can present some challenges in the home buying process, as you can imagine. When a lender orders an appraisal, they want to ensure that the home is worth the amount of the loan they are providing. If the appraisal comes in lower than the agreed upon price, it means the lender may not be willing to provide the full amount of the loan. In some cases, the buyer may need to come up with more money out of pocket to make up the difference. However, there are some things that can be done to try to resolve the situation. The buyer and seller may negotiate to lower the sale price to match the appraised value. Alternatively, the buyer may choose to pay the difference in cash to cover the gap between the appraised value and the agreed upon price. In some cases, the lender may be willing to negotiate and find a solution that works for both parties. It's important to keep in mind that the home buying process can be complex, and there are many factors that can come into play, including the appraisal. It's always a good idea to work closely with your real estate agent and lender to navigate any challenges that may arise during the home buying process. So we've covered a lot of ground so far, and now we're getting closer to the finish line. Closing day. Closing day is a day when all the hard work and planning finally pays off. It's when you sign the final paperwork and officially become the proud owner of your new home. But before we get there are a few important things to keep in mind. First, let's talk about the closing process itself. This is the time when all of the final details are taken care of, and you'll need to be prepared to sign a lot of paperwork. You'll be working with your lender, title company, and possibly an attorney to finalize everything. So be sure to bring all the necessary documentation and ask any questions that you have beforehand. One of the most important documents you'll sign is the settlement statement, which outlines all the costs associated with the purchase of your home. This includes your down payment, closing costs, and any other fees or expenses you may have incurred during the home buying process. Make sure to review this document carefully and ask about anything that doesn't seem clear. Another important consideration is your mortgage loan. You'll need to make sure you have everything in place to pay for your new home, including your down payment, closing costs, and any prepaid expenses like taxes and insurance. Your lender will typically require proof of these payments before you can close on your home, so make sure to have everything in order. Once everything is signed and all the necessary payments have been made, the title company will transfer the title of the property to you. And this is when you'll receive the keys to your new home and the official celebration can begin. This is a general overview of the process, but on closing day you will want to make sure you have all the necessary documents and funds ready to go. Your real estate agent and lender should provide you with a list of what you need to bring to closing, including identification, proof of insurance, and the down payment. Next, make sure you have a good understanding of all the closing costs and fees. These can vary depending on your location and the specifics of the transaction, but of course your lender will provide you with a breakdown of the costs beforehand. Another thing I always recommend is do a final walkthrough of the property before the closing. This is your chance to make sure everything is in the condition it was when you made the offer, and to ensure any agreed upon repairs or changes have been made. During the closing, be sure to review all the documents carefully before signing. If there's anything you don't understand, ask your real estate agent and attorney to explain it to you. And don't hesitate to speak up if you notice any errors or discrepancies. Finally, once everything is signed and the keys are in your hand, take a moment to celebrate. This is a big milestone, and you should feel proud of all the hard work you put in just to get here. Closing day can be an exciting and emotional experience, but it can also be stressful. It's important to take your time, review all of the paperwork carefully, and ask questions if anything is unclear. And remember, your realtor is there to guide you through the process and answer any questions you might have. Another great question came in through the chat, which is, what do I need to bring with me to the closing table? So this is a great question. When it comes to closing day, it's important to come prepared with a few key items. First, you'll need to bring a government-issued photo ID, like a driver's license or passport. You should also bring a copy of the purchase agreement, as well as any other relevant paperwork provided by your lender or attorney. It's also a good idea to bring a certified check or wire transfer confirmation for the amount of your closing costs and down payment. Your real estate agent or attorney will provide you with a more detailed list of items to bring, but these are some general recommendations just to get you started. Stay tuned for additional episodes of Unlocking Doors for You, with even more valuable insights and tips to help you achieve your real estate dreams. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at JJ Your Realtor for more great home buying and interior design content tailored just for you. Thanks for listening.
Did you know the book Unlocking Doors for You is a must-read for investors who are looking to get a start in real estate? This comprehensive guide covers everything from financing to closing, providing practical tips for navigating the complex world of real estate. Plus, the book includes a special focus on no-money down payment programs, so you can get started with confidence. With JJ's expert insights and easy-to-follow guidance, you'll be well on your way to unlocking doors and building your real estate portfolio. So why wait? Buy your copy on Amazon to start your journey toward success in real estate right now.